How's it going, everybody? This is Disco Boy here. As you can see, I've got a new toy. This is a Sega Net City cabinet, straight off the boat from Japan. Yeah, I know it's got a new Net City marquee, but it's a Net City with a Street Fighter 4 panel. If anyone wants to buy it, let me know. Right now, as you can see, it's running Project Justice. I've got the Japanese H BIOS in my NAOMI. And as you can also see, I've got a 512 meg NetDIMM, which is totally freaking awesome because I can basically download decrypted ROMs from the internet and play any NAOMI game that has already been decrypted. And believe me, I have lots of them. My camera's not focusing. There you go. So basically, I'm going to give y'all a brief tutorial on how to netboot. Now, most of you guys know the instructions on how to set your network thing on Windows. You know, you go to your network settings, and what you'll want to do is set your network adapter to the IP address that is in your NAOMI cab. Mine is, as you can see, get rid of that, 192.168.1.2, and the subnet is 255.255.255.0. Now, what most people leave out is you really need a router, because if you try and use a crossover cable, which I made a poor crossover cable, but it still works. If you run it straight from your laptop or desktop to the NetDIMM, most of the time it is not going to work. You'll be sitting there pulling your hair out, trying to figure out why the game will not load. So basically, you really need a router. And what you'll do is you'll go in your router settings and set up a static IP to the same address as your NAOMI NetDIMM. Again, yeah, NetDIMM numbers. And once you do that, you hook your one cable up to the router, then your other cable up to the NetDIMM. Yeah, and y'all can leave messages in the comments section about how crappy my crossover cable looks, but hey, it works. As you can see, you'll need at least DIMM firmware 303 or above, but it really helps to update the firmware to 4.02, which is the latest version. It will also run the Compact Flash mod if you want to build one for yourself, or mod one, or, you know, do whatever with the Compact Flash thing. Now, as you can see, I've got a butt ton of games here. So basically, I'm going to show you how the transfer game program works. What you will do is type transfer game, then your IP address 192.168.1.2. Then let's say we want to run, let's run Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel versus Capcom 2.bin. And you'll see some crazy looking letters and numbers come up after you hit the enter button. Now connecting. And as you can see and hear, the NetDIMM has reset the game.
It is now loading Marvel vs. Capcom 2 into the memory. And it will do this maybe once or twice more.
So as you can see, it's transferring the game. It's done.
Now see, it's rebooting one more time. And it will check memory. This takes a few seconds. It goes a little bit faster if you have the 512, but you know, for most games the 256 meg NetDIMM is fine. There's only like 1 or 2 games that I know of that actually use the 512, and they're kind of crappy anyway, so if you can afford the 512, you know, you might as well get it, because you know you can run every game possible. Again, reboots, and there you go, loading game. But most people will get the 256 meg version. That's cool because it runs practically, it will run, you know, see, Marvel vs. Capcom. And as you can see, I've got the 6-button control panel, so I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about wiring and crap. Unfortunately, when I first bought this machine, as you can see, it was a linked Street Fighter cabinet, Street Fighter 4 cab. So I decided, since I couldn't afford a Taito Type X2 board, I would just run a NAOMI. And since I already had tons of NAOMI games on my hard drive, I would, you know, play a bunch of NAOMI games. And I'm not a big fighting game fan, as most of you know, but I do love me some Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Now, back to this. As you can see, it was a linked Street Fighter 4 cabinet when I got it. So yes, it has the Nessus card reader and all that stuff. And I will probably be putting this on eBay soon. So keep an eye out for it. Disco Boy 7, that's my eBay name. It is complete. It has the PCB and everything, so if you live in Japan and are watching this, yes, it's going to be for sale very soon, so keep your eye out for it. Aside from that, this is my new toy. My Net City, straight from Japan, with the NAOMI NetDIMM. And there's the marquee. And yes, the light works. Basically all I had to do was change the starter. And there's my little stool. That's my ashtray, even though I know you can get one that goes right there. Yes, I smoke. That's about it. Anyway, get another good picture of it. Then I'm going to say goodbye for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys later.